Second thing I want to share with you is he did something the Lord told him. He ran ahead, climbed onto a sycamore tree to see him, for he was going to pass that way. And Jesus came to the place. He looked up and saw him on the tree, and said to him, Zacchaeus. طبعا he called him by his name. Then Zacchaeus was perplexed. What's happening? Make haste and come down, for today I must stay at your house. Come down. He called him by his name. He told him, make haste quickly and come down. Do you know why he told him, make haste? We read Zacchaeus, Luke 19, in the matins of, anyone knows? This is a tough one. On Palm Sunday, matins of Palm Sunday. Because the events is going very, very, very quickly. It is packed events. And he told him, make haste. There is no time. Even in the time where God is going to Jerusalem and he is going to enter Jerusalem and he is planning for the biggest salvation or the one of the main events in his life to enter Jerusalem, he is mindful of the salvation of Zacchaeus, calling him by his name, and God is the same. Even if he is busy with all the things that is happening in the world, he will call you by your name and tell you, make haste because time is short. Come down, for today I must stay at your house. What did Zacchaeus did? And I want you to read it. Verse 6. He made haste, came down, and received him joyfully. He obeyed. Made haste. Quickly, slowly, stop. Full obedience from the beginning. And come down, he came down. And received him joyfully. In the Arabic, قبله مش قبله. القبول is acceptance. He accepted him joyfully. And then the upper room with the doors already closed. But he cannot open the door of your own will against your will. So we need to accept Christ in our life first, before anything else. You tell me, I'm a deacon, I want to serve, and sometimes you are dragged. Just mom and dad or your wife or your husband or your family or everyone is dragging you to church and you are not interested and your heart is not there and you are feeling, Tani. No one can force you to love God. And it is very, very important concept that we accept Christ as he is. And that we wholeheartedly, willingly accept him, saying what? I will do it like Zacchaeus. He made haste, he obeyed, he came down, and he accepted him joyfully. The question that it is very strange to ask in the church, in the Coptic church, and this was mind-blowing for me, and it took me a long time, a journey, searching. If you go to evangelical church, they ask you, have you accepted Christ? Have you accepted Christ? Have you accepted Christ? If you accepted Christ, raise your hand. Well, it really bothered me. يعني هو accepting Christ is only linked to the evangelical church. وإحنا in the Orthodox church who are يعني Christ is being shoved under in our throat against our own will. And those who accepted him, he gave them the power to become the children of God. John chapter 1. Who accepted him. Zacchaeus accepted him. This is way before, this is 1500 years before the evangelical churches even started. So the concept of accepting Christ is not linked to only the evangelical. It belongs to every single Christian. But where do we accept Christ in our church? Have you had any liturgical prayer that we raised our hands and we said, you know what, I accept you, Christ? Actually, yes. In the baptism. In renouncing Satan, if you go and attend the baptism, We have renouncing Satan. We look to the west, carry the baby on the left side. I renounce you, Satan, with all. And Abuna is repeating it, and the congregation is repeating it. Then the baby will move from the left side to the right side, facing the east. And the first thing Abuna is saying, and the people are repeating, I accept you, O Christ, my God. The acceptance of Christ is the right of every Christian. It is not belonging only to our brothers and sisters in the evangelical church. But my question from an Orthodox perspective, did you accept Christ? Are you following him wholeheartedly? Why it is pulling teeth to come to church? Why it is pulling teeth to tell you behave? Why it is pulling teeth to tell you attend? Did you accept him or no? If you accept him, then it is very easy. If it is forceful all the time, there is something wrong in us or in you. It doesn't add up. It simply doesn't add up. So my question, I hope that no one will take this, did you accept Christ? Abuna Bulus is saying, did you accept Christ in the liturgy, and will post it online, or like, oh, evangelical priest. ماشي يا عم حاضر. It's okay. The right of accepting Christ is way, thousands of years before even the evangelical church started. But do you really accept Christ wholeheartedly? Ask yourself, because this question is one of the most important questions. Because if my answer is no, then why it is no? And let us go deeper. What's going on? We cannot force the youth and the kids to accept God. We can't. Simply we can't. We can't. Parents, you can't. They need to make their decision.